A tree does not make a forest, but when the tallest one falls, the whole canopy feels the shadow. A quiet African truth that captures the ripple when a key leader steps away amid rising storm. In the heart of Nigeria's southeast, that shadow fell over Onitsha Main Market on February 2, 2026, as its chairman, Chijioke Okpalaugo, allegedly resigned his position, stepping down at a moment when traders, the state government, and lingering security fears are locked in a tense standoff over Monday operations and the persistent sit-at-home practice. This na confirmed street news. Na wetin we hear with a report, but be sure say na confirm. Abeg, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment to help us grow and bring you undiluted news. The resignation surfaced amid a wave of apprehension on Sunday night when suspected hoodlums placed a coffin in front of the White House, the administrative headquarters of Onitsha Main Market. Traders quickly interpreted the act as a chilling warning against reopening the market on Monday, drawing parallels to the fate of Francis Enibe, chairman of Mbuka Amazu Market in Obosi, who was kidnapped on a Monday over 2 years ago and remains missing. The coffin placement fueled safety concerns, with many traders unwilling to risk entering the market, leading to a complete shutdown, no vehicles, no foot traffic, and shuttered shops across the usually bustling hub. Amid this atmosphere of fear, reports spread rapidly through traders' WhatsApp groups that Okpalaugo had tendered his resignation, unwilling to continue in a role that now carried direct threats to his life, tied to enforcing full operations under Governor Soludo's directives. The context here runs deep. Onitsha Main Market, one of West Africa's largest commercial centers, has been ground zero in the battle over the Monday sit-at-home, a practice rooted in protests by the indigenous people of Biafra demanding the release of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What began as targeted civil disobedience has morphed into a weekly economic chokehold enforced sometimes through intimidation, costing billions in lost trade and livelihoods. Governor Soludo's administration has pushed hard to end it, citing improved security and viewing continued closures as self-inflicted sabotage. His recent one-week shutdown of the market after non-compliance was meant to force a reset, but it ignited backlash, including threats, and now this symbolic coffin incident, leaving leadership exposed and traders paralyzed by fear. Okpalaugo's alleged decision to step down appears directly linked to these pressures. Traders believe he is not prepared to risk his life by championing Monday reopenings amid such overt warnings. The chairman, who had previously supported aspects of the government's stance and participated in meetings to negotiate market operations, could not be reached for confirmation, with calls to his phone going unanswered. Security guards at the White House offered no explanation for how or when the coffin arrived, adding to a sense of vulnerability in the market's administrative core. The fallout from this resignation carries serious weight. Leadership vacuum at such a pivotal moment could paralyze decision-making in the market, making it harder to coordinate reopenings, implement security measures, or negotiate with the state. Economically, Onitsha's closure on what was meant to be a full reopening day deepens losses for thousands of traders already reeling from the prior shutdown, with goods spoiling, debts mounting, and supply chains disrupted across the region. Socially, it heightens fear among ordinary traders, many of whom have families depending on daily sales, turning what should be a place of commerce into a zone of intimidation. Politically, it challenges Soludo's authority to enforce normalcy, as traders openly question why directives come from a secure AUCA while they face real dangers on the ground, with some calling for the governor to personally lead reopening ceremonies to demonstrate commitment to their safety. Public sentiment is raw and divided. Many traders express sympathy for Okpalaugo, seeing his exit as a rational choice in the face of life-threatening signals rather than cowardice. The Coffin has been widely viewed as a direct threat, evoking memories of Enibe's disappearance and reinforcing reluctance to defy whatever forces lie behind the sit-at-home. Some voices criticize the state for not providing adequate protection sooner, arguing that promises of security ring hollow when symbolic warnings go unchallenged. Others, aligned with the government's push for full operations, see the resignation as unfortunate but necessary to clear the way for leaders willing to prioritize economic revival over fear. Looking ahead, Monday's events will set the tone for what comes next. If the market remains largely shut, pressure may mount on Soludo to escalate enforcement, perhaps through more aggressive revocations or security deployments, while traders' calls for his physical presence could grow louder. A successful reopening, even partial, would signal momentum for the state agenda, potentially encouraging other markets to follow suit. Okpalaugo's resignation leaves a leadership gap that must be filled quickly, either through an interim appointment or elections to restore coordination and morale. In the longer term, this incident underscores the need for sustained dialogue between government, traders, and community stakeholders to address root fears, whether tied to Kano's detention or general insecurity, without letting them paralyze commerce indefinitely. As Onitsha Main Market stands at this crossroads, the resignation serves as a stark reminder that leadership in times of tension demands both courage and protection. If this story of pressure, fear, and economic stakes has you reflecting on the challenges facing Nigeria's commercial hubs, show your support, give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments on what should happen next, and subscribe for more in-depth reporting on the stories shaping our communities. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll bring you updates as this situation develops. Take care.